Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learn with Dr. Khizar. In today's video, I will teach you to write resume using simple template. This video will be useful to the freshers or those who are yet to start their professional career, or anyone who is not confident still to prepare a resume. I have seen freshers, those who are not confident, go to the cyber center and ask them to prepare a resume. Preparing resume is not at all a difficult task. So today in this video, I will teach you the basic format of a resume which anyone can apply and make a resume in 10 to 15 minutes duration. So let's start. I am using MS Word to prepare this resume, and to explain you more and save time, I have already drafted a rough structure of resume. You can follow the same format and fill your details and prepare your resume effectively in just 10 minutes of time. First, you need to place your name in the title. As discussed in my previous video, avoid writing resume as title because your resume must highlight you, not your document. So use heading for writing your name. Below the name, next write your communication details correctly, your address, phone number and the email ID. And also affix photo aligning to the right corner. Soft copy is better than the physical photo pasted on the resume. It will look more professional if it is a printed photograph. We have completed one section in the resume. Now the next thing we need to include is the career objective. Many of us copy career objectives. It is recommended to draft your own sentences here. The simple tip I would like to give here is to go through the job description you are applying for. Find out the keywords in the job description and include one or two in your objectives. You will come to know from the job description what the recruiter is looking for. Your objectives might differ from company to company, job title to job title. It must be drafted as per the job application and the nature of the company. Here are few general objectives initially you can try with and draft it in your own words. One more tip I would like to suggest to start with the career objective is use the word to. For example, to work, to implement my knowledge, to obtain, to upgrade my skills, to update, to learn, and so on. It is also recommended to describe who you are, what you want to be, and also to conclude with the job objectives, explain how you will benefit the organization. Here are few examples I have quoted, but do not copy the same, write in your own words. Just for your information, I have mentioned here. To secure a challenging position to fully utilize my training and skills while making significant contribution to the success of the company. Second, I have quoted as to seek an entry-level position to begin my career in high-level professional environment. Third, I have quoted example as to secure a challenging position in a reputed organization to expand my learnings, knowledge and skills. These are a few examples which you can use in the career objectives, but do not copy the same. Use your own sentences. Hope it will not be difficult for you now to make or draft your own career objectives in the resume. So go ahead and do it right now. Then the next heading to include in your resume is your academic profile, which is also called as educational details, or it is also written as qualification. It is always better to showcase your educational details in a tabular form. Here is the common format that is being used to describe your educational details. You can start with serial number, name of the course, board or university your degree affiliated to, school or college you have studied, year of passing or completion of your education, and the percentage. Always start with your highest qualification to the lowest. The next heading to include in the resume is your work profile, which is also called as work experience. If you are not having any prior work experience, if you cannot write anything in the resume related to your work experience, in that case, if you have any internships done or any project work done in your academics, then that also can be mentioned here. If you have done any project or internship, what details to include here is your title, company, objectives and the outcome. What is the title on which you have done the project or internship, in which company you have worked as intern or you have done the project, what was the main objective of doing a project or internship in that company, and what are your learnings or the outcomes. If you had prior work experience, in that case you have to mention your company, what was your designation, period you worked, work responsibilities or job description, what were your achievements in that company. All these details are to be mentioned in the resume. Here the tip I would like to give is you have to show your work experience based on your recent job to the previous jobs you have done so far. The next heading to include in the resume is to show your skill set. Here you need to show the additional qualification, potentials, capabilities, skills what you have learned. Whether it may be a software, whether it may be an additional course, a computer language, or trainings you have attended, seminars or conferences, or something which you have acquired additionally which is suitable for the current job. This is very important for you to include your skill sets in the resume, because recruiters will definitely see this section of skills what you have possessed. It is important that apart from your regular qualification, you have to have an additional skill set which is required for the job. It is this part of the resume which will give you more chances of getting selected or shortlisted for the interview, because if the skills which you have learned are matched with the requirements of the company, then you will be getting a immediate call from the recruiter. So if you have not yet learned any skills, you have to learn right now. Enroll in some courses because it is very much important. Stay tuned with my channel. I am going to bring few videos where I will be telling you what skills you have to learn that will make you different from others. In my upcoming videos, I will be bringing the videos where you can learn free courses which are very much preferable by the companies these days. Now let us see what is the next thing you have to include in your resume. That is your key achievements. Your key achievements can be classified as professional achievements and personal achievements. In professional achievements, you can mention your awards, recognition at the workplace, at the college level, at the academic institutions, and what all activities you have done so far at different places. It might be you have organized a conference, it might be you have been a member of organizing committee of some events. All these details can be mentioned here in the professional achievements and awards. If you have received some documents or appreciation letter, you can mention here in the professional achievement. Coming to personal achievements, if you have won some prizes in games, competitions, sports events, social activities, cultural activities, those details can be mentioned here in the personal achievements. So these are the key achievements what you have to mention. Moving ahead to the next session in the resume is you have to mention your strengths. This is the most difficult part to do in the resume, because we have never analyzed ourselves what are our strengths. It is very important to know in person what strengths I am having. If you do not know, sit for a while, analyze, because every person is unique. God has given unique things in all of us. We need to know our strengths and mention in the resume. Few strengths I have mentioned here. You might be a team member, you may have a self-confidence, you might learn things very quickly, you may possess the leadership qualities, you are a go-getter or a ground worker. So many strengths are there. Sit and analyze for a while, or ask your friends, your teachers or your mentors. They will help you in realizing what you are. Next thing you have to include in your resume is your personal details. As already I have discussed in my previous videos that you do not share more about you in person. 80-20 rule you have to follow here. You can mention few of these things like date of birth, your hobbies, languages you know, nationality and other details which are very much essential for the job. Hobbies, what you mention here, should be very much constructive and well planned, because you will be having more questions in your personal round on this. Next topic is reference. Your references mentioned in the resume are most important, because your recruiter will verify your credentials with these people. So what you have to mention here is their name, their position, the company where they are working, and their contact details. So these 4 points you have to mention. And many people give references on request in the resume. You can mention at least 2 references in the resume. Now the question is, whose reference we have to give in the resume? You can give the references whom you know better. References of your teachers, you can give reference of your manager if you have worked previously, your colleagues, your friends, those who are in good position, their references you can give. The tip here I would like to give is give minimum 2 references in the resume, and whosever reference you are giving, kindly inform them well in advance that I have given your reference for a particular job in a particular company. If you get a verification call, please do attend the verification call, so it will be useful for you. Moving ahead to the last section of the resume, that is declaration. You have to declare here stating that whatever information is given by you is true and correct in the resume, with the date, with the place, and your signature. Kindly write the name in the block here. So this is the last part of your resume. Apart from this, after you complete the resume, you have to attach few documents. Those are called as enclosures. What all documents you are going to attach along with your resume, it may be your documents, it may be your marks cards, it may be your certificates, it may be your work experience details. All those things can be mentioned as enclosures in the resume, and you can attach the simultaneous files behind the resume. Hope this video was very useful to you people. Those who actually does not know how to prepare resume, for them it is definitely useful. Go ahead, prepare your resume. Do not depend on anyone. It is very easy and simple way to prepare. In my upcoming videos, I will show you still simpler way how to prepare the resume using some tools. If really this video was useful for you, kindly share the video with others, and also hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe the channel, and mention in the comment section if you have any doubts, and also mention whether this video was useful to you or not. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.